Who would have thought I would have been the one to release an original song? I think that's the last person people would have expected, considering I am not musically inclined. I am by far not a singer. I want to say, I think I could have done it a bit better. When I came back to Japan, I got off the plane, I went to bed, and the next day, I went in to record the vocals. I think I could have done it a bit better. I think the performance could have been a bit better if I had waited. But I was on a deadline, and I wanted to release it for the birthday. Let's break it down. So, probably six months ago, I was driving the horse-drawn carriage through the meadows, getting back home, and I don't know why. I never had an original song in mind. I wasn't even thinking about making an original song, but there are things in the car where it's almost like improv. I'm not singing a direct song. I kind of just hum a tune, or I make up lyrics for things. It's almost like a creative brain game to make me not bored. I just, like, on the fly, just start making melodies or little rhythms. I do this all the time. I always do these little melodies, and it's like sometimes I take it from music I've heard, and then I kind of mix them together, and then something happens. For those that don't know, the chorus to Unlucky and the lyrics to Unlucky were done by me, and the melody itself was done by me, like the entire thing. I wrote some of the lyrics for the other bits, not too many. I'm not taking very much credit for the other lyrics in the song. Horns and Drums was mine. Heavy as the Head That Wears the Crown was mine. And just some other bits and pieces. It didn't start as just a humming melody. The lyrics just came out with the melody at the same time. But, you know, rewind a bit. We get to a membership stream. It was a guitar membership. I told membership, I was like, you know, listen, I was thinking of doing an original song. I'm not really confident in it. You know, here's the melody. Here's the lyrics of some kind. So I did a bit of, I sang the chorus as it was. We did a little bit of changes of sort of to kind of flavor it up a bit in the end result. But as far as it goes, the chorus is pretty much identical, and people seem to like it. As far as it goes, I don't need to make a song that suits, you know, a bunch of random people and everybody on the internet. I want to make a song that suits and that, you know, my audience seems to enjoy. You know, and if my audience seems to like it, then that's really all that matters to me. First and foremost, I want to make something that the people that have been loyal and that have been here and that have continuously watched me seem to enjoy. I guess the main takeaway is, like, you know, what does the song mean? Now, I think the song can take a lot of interpretation, actually. I know it's very simple, kind of lyrically. Like, it's not exactly extravagant. It's not exactly ambiguous. I wanted, like, at the end of the day, Disney kind of villain, Hellfire, be prepared kind of aspect. And I wanted to take what I'm better at when it comes to singing, which is performance. And it's like, you can kind of take it in many ways. You know, if you look at it like in a narrative kind of aspect, it's very much sort of a gallows song. A guy who kind of spread himself too thin, did too many things wrong, maybe pissed some of the wrong people off, and now this is it. They're going to fucking die for all these little things he's done, whether it be their fault or not. You know, in the final hour with the chorus, it was always going to be misfortune by design. So it kind of becomes like an empowering thing. It's like, oh wait, they're you know, are they going to be executed? And then suddenly at the end, it's like, oh, now they're on the run. They escaped, potentially. Don't go down without a fight.
Kings are coming after. Queen says I'm a disaster. I won't give up so easy. They chase me for my laughter. Now the bells are ringing louder. Heavy's the head that wears the crown.
All the misfortune and all the bad luck and all the seeming, it's like, oh, why are these problems always popping up? And I can kind of apply this to myself. And I'm like, well, what if, like, it's a self-realization process, right? You know, like with the chorus, it's like maybe sometimes you are creating your own issues, and you know, you need to put yourself in a better line of thinking and to be a bit more positive with your outlook, because it's like, you know, oh man, why is this always happening? Why? And then you kind of look at it, it's like, well, the constant in a lot of things is you. You are the one constant in your life. You know, you gotta figure that out, you gotta realize it, and you gotta own it. just a switch of one letter can change the tone and atmosphere of something, you know, because I'm so, there was a time where I was always, you know, very woe is me, oh, you know, blah blah blah, and then it's like, you know what, why do I have to make it like this supernatural kind of way of thinking, and just kind of own up and be like, you know, I can control a lot of parts of my life, so we got to go from there. I think I could have had probably a better original song if I did not touch this thing at all. If I did not have any kind of hand in it, if I did not want it to go in any direction, and I just gave it to somebody with a lot more experience and just said, go for it, just do your thing. But in all honesty, on my end, I wanted to be a part of this project because I like the idea of creative process. I like the idea of having a hand in something that I can directly say at least a little bit is mine, because it's obviously, you know, it's my original song, and I think having a piece in it is something important and that I can remember and kind of, you know, go back and see where I can improve. My issue is I'm a perfectionist in nature in a lot of ways. If I had full control, I probably would never release anything in my life. I'm glad we got to get the chorus in there. I'm glad we got the melody. We had really talented people working on it, and it turned out pretty good. I never thought in my life I would be a part of music. You know, I used to be very embarrassed to even express myself musically. Even 2 years, you know, 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, it was something that I very much kept away from myself and never really opened up to because I was always embarrassed. What I still need to figure out a little bit more is it's all about fun. Just about having fun. You don't need to be the best. If one person likes it, I think that's in of itself is an achievement. I'm glad you guys liked it. Everybody at Impulse was very kind. They made sure to tell me face to face. I'm my own worst critic. I can't listen to a fucking thing I do, but hearing other people say it really does really put it into a perspective. So I do appreciate it. My next goal, I want to be an idol. I like being an idol, you know, that's just part of the thing. But let me tell you something. I'm not the worst singer. I'm not the best singer. But there's one thing that I know I can't do, and that's dance. I've tried dancing in the past. I can't activate my body in a way that would make dancing achievable. I'm so stiff, and I'm so embarrassed. I am no dancer. All of my talent comes out of my mouth. That's everything. That's everything. Everything else, we keep that locked away. Does twerking count? I can't even do that. My next goal is just to be better at singing. Because at the end of the day with singing, I learned at first, I'm like, well, it is expected of me to at least try in this environment, right? And so I gave it a shot, but the more I started doing it, the more like kind of passionate I became with it, because I just love music so much, and being a part of music is so important to me. I didn't realize how much I liked music until I started like incorporating myself more into it.